Shana.
Yes.
We're out here in a park by LAX.
And I'm homeless. I've
How
been
did that
homeless
happen?
since. It's really been since I was 14. I kind of left home, and moved in with my best friend, and then moved out to move with my dad, to move with somebody else, and kind of been bouncing around ever since. But I've kind of brought a lot of people together.
Are you from the area?
No, actually, I grew up in Bakersfield.
And how long have you been homeless?
Since I turned 18. Since then.
How old are you now?
22.
Are you currently using in order to cope with this situation you have? I know it's tough being out here.
Yes, but not to where I'm belligerent.
What types of substances are you using?
Mostly weed and alcohol. They're kind of the legal ones, but I kind of self-medicate sometimes. But other than that, yeah.
What's been your toughest day?
Probably when I moved. I left everything I knew back in Bakersfield and moved to Vegas. And was in Vegas for an entire year, and then came out here, and I've been here since May of last year.
Where did you sleep last night?
I was at a friend's camper last night, but before that I was sleeping on the beach.
What would you want people to know about homelessness that they don't probably know?
Well, see, it doesn't have to be considered homelessness, because a home is where you lay your head, right? It's if everybody respected their own little area, everybody would get along more. But not everybody takes the initiative to think about that, especially if you're on drugs and alcohol. They tend to more think of their next come up or their next fix, but they don't have to think of it as a fix. I don't think. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Have you looked for any social services or programs to try to help you through your situation?
Yes, but I'm dealing with more than just my situation. Because I really don't care about my situation. My situation, I could have already been out of it. And see, I only care about the people that it really affects. Like, I have a group of people around me that they're misplaced. Like, the people that are running what we would call our government don't know what the fuck they're doing, obviously. Because if they did, none of them would have been misplaced in the first place. But it's kind of hard when I have them sending people to manipulate other people into believing other things to where other things happen. And everybody's probably saying, then why don't you just do something? You're not trying. If I wasn't trying, the families wouldn't be as close to each other as they are. It's not something that I can just go from when I was 7 years old when it started to now it's 2021. Actually, no, correction, it's 2022. They're just trying to make us believe it's 2021. But it's what was I saying? What was I?
Do you have family that you connect with?
No, I don't talk to any of my family. And as a matter of fact, the ones in my family that are close enough to me to help with the situation, don't give as much of a fuck to even, oh hey, what are you doing? You want some food? Or hey, how you doing? You want some clothes? You need a blanket? Whenever I'd gone way far out of my way to make sure. When I left, my sisters each got a house. My sisters each got a car. My sisters each had their fridge full. But every month, like, when I moved, and they can't. It's so stupid.
If you could go back and change anything about your path, what would it be?
Probably I don't think I would have gotten that extra truck.
You don't think what?
I don't think I would have gotten the extra truck to go to Vegas. I don't.
Where do you see your future?
Now, I'm not sure if I'm even gonna have one here soon because of all the help I've been trying to give. It's like I'm helped out. It's kind of like you're running through paper walls, then all of a sudden you hit that brick wall right at the end because you forget you're not supposed to go through the last line of paper, you know? But it's
Have you ever had any counseling or?
when I was younger, but I'm pretty much my own therapist. Well, God's my therapist more than anybody. And I mean, yeah.
What type of items would you need in order to help your situation?
Probably like socks, shoes, clothes. But you see, I'm the type of person that even if I get only one of everything, it's like if somebody else walks up and happens to need something that I have sitting right there at that moment, it's like I'm not using it to like. So probably a tent. I think everybody should have 2 tents. Honestly, not one but 2, because one for the stuff that they are using and one for the stuff that they care about. But then again, I don't even carry stuff on me anymore. I have usually an outfit or 2 in my bag and my shoes. And I always seem to forget those too. No, I just don't.
Where are you going to sleep tonight?
Probably here or find a ride back to Venice.
Because I know Venice is disrupting a lot of the homeless population, and
yes, because we're trying. It's not really disturbing it as much as being made look like we are. We're really just trying, because a lot of the people that I know that are down there are past owners, and they're just trying to figure out what happened, like how they managed to get from this to this. And a lot of us are struggling with the transition from going from here to here to here, and then back to here, you know? It's like you can't take somebody that's had nothing their entire life and give them everything, because then they're gonna go crazy because they think they can do everything. Just like you can't give somebody take somebody that's had anything they've ever wanted their whole life and then bring them back down to nothing. Because what's that going to do? They're going to go into a depression and they're going to go crazy. Thinking they're never going to have anything again. because of the emotional state that it takes somebody. In all reality, I discovered the diamonds that are in the U.S. In 2019. It's because there's a volcano that nobody knows about. Nobody even talks about it. They don't ever tell anybody, oh yeah, there's hot spots here and here, but it's like, they're literally, you know what COVID is? It's them watching us cook ourselves in this volcano. For real. Like, why they started the mask thing? The air pockets, the gases that come up through the earth, what does that do? It poisons your lungs. I mean, that's, see? Those ones I picked up over there. Like, look. Those fell. That's pretty bad. Whenever you can go to just like, I mean, it's good for me. I mean, because I'm the only one that could really sell them. Because I discovered them. But on the other hand, you got to think of what it's doing to the environment. That's why the trees are dying. It started in the marina. And I like literally. What'd you say?
For anyone seeing this video, is there anything you'd like them lastly to know?
Yeah, it's mostly to the ones that are dealing with the misplaced part. Just keep holding on to. Hold on to the faith that you have in hope that you will be home, because I'm working on it. I'm one person. I mean, I can't just snap my fingers and have everything go back to normal, because then nobody would know what the fuck was going on. They'd just be doing whatever they were doing, but they wouldn't realize that they were. But I mean, on the news and stuff, like in other countries, they have people that they sent over there that are now trying to run these countries, but change the culture that's with them. You can't do that. Like, because the people are still here that do care for those countries that are from there. You can't just go to somebody else's culture and change it. That's like if they came over here and said we couldn't have NASCAR anymore. Do you know how many people would go crazy? Or UFC. Or what's another one? Oh, no more reality shows. Or no more Facebook. Or Twitter. That would... Hello? Or here, what about Snapchat? If we couldn't have that, people would what? Start a big fuss about that too. It's like... And everybody wonders why we're getting so close to going to war with all these other places. Because they tricked them into being here. They tricked a lot of these people into believing they were other people. So it's like, they don't even know they're doing it. But that gives them that much more of a leverage for when they're over there to change their things to things like here to confuse all them. If we're gonna build something together, like we're supposed to have the United Nations, right? Well, at 17 I started somewhat of an underground United Nations, but without that it was through music and dancing and cars. But they took that idea and flipped it and made it to where it looks like something negative instead of something positive. because it was actually an underground United Nations, but it wasn't known that to be an official thing. Because I never even finished high school. How the fuck am I gonna go make something official like that? I can't. I don't have I don't fit the criteria, let alone have the what's it called? The experience to do so. But it's like,
If you had 2 wishes, what would they be?
to be at home.
What did you say?
To be at home with my kids.
How old are your children?
They were adopted at birth. They're 6.
What would be your other one?
To be successful.
I appreciate you sharing a moment
Yeah,
with me in your journey.
that was all bad. That one almost got me.
Whatever I can do to help, or if individuals want to help, I will try to connect back with you.
I'm usually around Venice or somewhere through LA. Or every now and then I go to Anaheim, but I haven't been there in a while.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you.